Hi guys, I'm Corey G, the other half of DrivenSavage, and I'm doing another tutorial. This one was requested by Alex Gonzalez. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing I did in the last tutorial when I called the corresponding number of frets coming up the guitar and the corresponding number of strings coming up the guitar, with the high E being the first string and the low E being the sixth string. Okay. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to play the parts that I'm talking about first, and then I'm going to go back and show you how I played it. Okay, for this one, the intro starts, and it should sound something like this. I'm not going to play it at full speed, but this is what it should sound like for the intro. Okay, and the way that we do that, and I'm going to call the chords first, and then go back to explaining what notes we're on and what frets we're on, so everyone knows where I'm at, or what we're talking about. Okay, it's a C sharp minor, and then we're going to slide into our B power chord, and you have to play 6th root on this because we're picking through three strings at this point, so you're going to have to play 6th root for these power chords. But like I said, C sharp minor is going to be B, the power chord, A, the power chord, and then E, the power chord. And the way we play these notes is going to be with our index finger on the 4th fret of the 5th string, our ring finger on the 6th fret of the 4th string, and our middle finger on the 2nd string of the 5th fret. Okay, and that pattern is going to be, and I'm calling the strings when I say this, is 5, 4, 2, 4. 5, 4, 2, 4. So that should sound like. Okay, and then we're going to slide down into our B power chord. And our B power chord is going to be played with our index finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, our ring finger on the 4th fret of the 4th string, and our pinky on the 3rd string of the 4th fret. Okay, and it's going to be played 5, 4, 3, 4. Now, starting from the C sharp minor, it would be 5, 4, 2, 4, and then slide to B, 5, 4, 3, 4. So that should sound like. Okay, then we're going to move to our A power chord. And our A power chord is going to be played with the 5th string open, and then our index finger and our middle finger on the 4th fret, on the 2nd fret of the 4th string and the 3rd string respectively. So that's. And we're going to play that the same way. We're going to go 5, 4, 3. We're not going to come back to the 4 this time. So from the beginning with the C sharp minor through the B to the A, it should be 5, 4, 2, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, and then 5, 4, 3. And that should sound like. Okay. Now we're going to move to our E. We're going to add our E in. And to play our E, we're going to hit the 6th string open. And then we're going to place our index finger and our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string and the 4th string respectively. That's our E. And I just want to note that when we're going to this E, we want to come a little faster to this open 6th string from that A. When we played A, that last A that we hit, and we went open, 5th, 4th. Off that 4th one, we're going to come a little quicker to that E and stay on it a little longer, and then pick through it the same way. And it's going to be 6, 5, 4, 5 for that E. It's going to be 6, 5, 4, 5. And that should sound like. Also, we end on our A, and you can play that in 5th root since we're just hitting a chord. And our A again is just the 5th string open, and our index finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Okay, and then the next thing we're going to go into is the chorus. And the chorus, since we had to do 6th root and we'll pick through that, we'll compromise and we'll play 5th root for the chorus. And the chorus should sound something like this. Okay, and to do that, we're going to start on the 5th fret. No, we're going to start on the 5th fret of the 6th string with our index finger, and our ring finger is going to be on the 7th fret of the 5th string. It gives us our A, and then we're going to slide up to our B because the chorus goes A, B, C sharp, and then A, B. It goes A, B, E, and then C sharp, and then A, B, C sharp chucks to the E. To A, B, E again, C sharp, and then E. So, and I think that's right. Yeah. So it should go our index finger on the 5th fret of the 6th string, ring finger on the 7th fret of the 5th string for our A. Then we're going to slide up to B with our index finger on the 7th fret of the 6th string, ring finger on the 9th fret of the 5th string, and then we're going to come down a string and play our E down here with our index finger on the 5th string of the 7th fret, and our ring finger on the 9th fret of the 4th string, and then we're going to slide back up the guitar, or down the guitar, to the 4th fret on the 5th string, and our ring finger on the 6th fret of the 4th string. And that gives us our C sharp. So we play A, B, E, C sharp, then A, B, and then we do our chucks. And we go to the C sharp up on the 6th string. Now to play that, you're going to go to the 9th fret of the 6th string with your index finger, and your ring finger is going to be on the 11th fret of the 5th string. And to play those chucks, to chuck, what you do is you just leave your hands lightly pressed on the strings, like to make sure you're not playing anything. That's it. And our strumming is going to be consistent. We're just going to pick up, we're going to compress and lightly decompress while our hands are still on the strings, just not holding down the notes. So it should sound something like this. And you remember, keep your right hand, or whichever your strumming hand is, strumming the whole time. So it should sound something like this. And again, just try to slow it down so you see what I'm talking about. It's just... that was the intro and the chorus. The next thing we're going to get into is the verses. And I'm going to play it first, and then I'm going to show you the strings that I'm playing, and then the frets that I'm playing. I'm not going to play it at full speed, but it should sound something like this. Okay, and to do that, I'm going to tell you the chord progression, and then I'm going to go back and explain what that is. The notes that's in there, the strings and frets that we're hitting. It's going to be our A sus, it's going to be our B major, it's going to be a C sharp minor 7. Okay, to play those, we're going to start with the A sus. To play A sus, it's kind of like how we played our A in the beginning for our power chord A in the very beginning of the song. It was our open 5th string, and then we took our middle finger and our ring finger and we placed it on the 2nd fret of the 4th string and the 3rd string, respectively. That gave us our A power chord. To get our A sus, we just add in the 2nd string open. That's our A sus. But we're going to pick through these. So it's going to be, for the picking pattern, it's going to be, when I call this the strings, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. So it's down and back up to the 4th string. Okay, the reason I told you to play this A sus with your middle and ring fingers is because if we do that, then we can slide up 2 frets, place our pinky down and just throw a bar, and we got our B major. To play our B major, if we bar the 2nd fret from the 5th string coming down, and we place our ring finger, our middle finger on the 4th fret of the 4th string, our ring finger on the 4th fret of the 3rd string, and our pinky on the 4th fret of the 2nd string. And with that all together, and again, that 1st string, that high E, is being caught by a bar. Now when we play this, we play the same picking pattern that we played the A sus. It's going to be 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. So down and back up to the 4th, but don't strike the 1st string. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. So far from the A sus it would be. Okay, now we move over to our C sharp minor 7. And we're going to start with a bar again. This time on the 4th fret, starting from the 5th string again. And the index finger is going to be a bar. What we're going to do next is put our ring finger on the 6th fret of the 4th string, while still having our bar down, of course. Now the next string is the 3rd string, but it's going to be the 3rd string with our bar on the 4th, so it's taken care. So it's like that, because our bar is taking care of that 4th fret. That 4th string. that 4th fret of the 3rd string. So it's. And then we're going to place our middle finger on the 5th fret of the 2nd string. And then our bar is taking care of that 1st string, the high E. So again, that would be 5 bar, the 4th fret bar all the way across. Then ring finger on the 6th fret of the 4th string. Then the bar is taking care of our 3rd string, which is on the 4th fret, because the bar is taking care of that. Then our middle finger is on the 2nd string of the 5th fret, and again our bar is taking care of that high E, that 1st string. And the pattern again is going to be the same way: 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4 for the picking pattern. So it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. But this time we'll come back down and again. The other ones we played it down, back up, move to the next chord. On this one we did A sus, played it down, back up to the 4th, move to the B minor, played it down, back up, move to the C sharp minor 7. And on this one, when we played it down and back up, we're going to play it down one more time, because the first time we say 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to come down it again, 5, 4, 3, 2, and pull off from the 2nd string of the 5th fret to that 4th fret of the 2nd string. And to pull off, you just kind of flick your finger on the string you're on. And then while keeping that same shape, we don't make any more straight shapes. We just hit the 3rd string to end that. So it'd be. Okay, and that's the first time through. The second time through, we play the same progression: A sus, B major, C sharp minor 7. The same way we did the first time. We come down that first one. Except this time we're not gonna come down it again. We're gonna come up it, and we're gonna go from our. It's gonna be the first string, second string, third string, first string, second string, third string, second string. But we're gonna keep the shape of our C sharp minor 7 and use our pinky and place it on the 7th fret of the first string, and then take it off. Don't pull off, just take it off. So it's gonna be the first string of the 7th fret, then we're going to hit the second string, third string, first string, second string, third string, second string. And we didn't have to move anything else about our shape or hands at all. We just kept the C sharp minor 7, put our pinky on the 7th fret of the first string, struck it, take our pinky off, hit the second string, third string, first string, second string, third string, second string. And that's it. And you do that, I think it's twice. It was A sus, B major, C sharp minor 7 without doing the pinky on the 7th fret. And then you do A sus, B major, C sharp minor 7, and then you do it with the pinky on there. You go first string, second string, third string, first string, second string, third string, second string. And then we do it, that's the first time. We do that twice, and then we go into our pre-chorus. All of this together on this verse should sound like. Excuse me, I made a mistake. Let me try it again. It's hard. Progression, excuse me. Okay, then we go into our pre-chorus. This part is the pre-chorus, and it should sound something like this. Okay, to do that, the progression goes F sharp, G sharp, A, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, and then steady on the A, and then pull the B. Okay, now to play those notes, we go to F sharp, and that's going to be on the 6th string with our index finger, and the 5th string, the 2nd fret of the 6th. Excuse me, let me say this better. The 2nd fret of the 6th string with our index finger, and then the 4th fret of the 5th string with our ring finger, since we're doing 5th root. This gives us our F sharp. I'm going to slide up 2 frets to where our index finger is on the 4th fret of the 6th string, and our ring finger is on the 6th fret of the 5th string. And that gives us our G sharp. Slide up 1 more fret where our index finger is on the 5th fret of the 6th string, and our ring finger is on the 7th fret of the 5th string, and that gives us our A. And if we come back down to our E, where our 6th string open and our index finger, it's going to be on the 2nd fret, the 2nd fret of the 5th string, because we're in 5th root. And that's how you play those chords. To do the chucks, we did the chucks before, where we just go, and then where we compress on the strings to where we're playing the note, and then we decompress the strings to our fingers are no longer playing the notes, but our hands are still on the string, so we're not doing this. It's on that, and that's how you chuck. You just strum. You just strum the strings while your hands are lightly on the string. That's how you chuck. So it's the way I do this E. You could palm mute it if you want want to do it. I don't, because I want to try to keep the sound the same. So I just lay my other fingers across the rest of the strings while I do it. So and that should be it. Since you know a fifth root, you just lay the other hands across it. Don't decompress or you're pressing anything. Just lay it gently across it so that you're touching all the strings. So, and there you go. That's the pre-chorus. The next part is the chorus right before the solo. And I'm going to play this chorus because it is a little different right before we go into the solo. So just to make sure everyone knows where we're at, I'm going to play it all the way through so everyone knows. And it should sound like this, or something like this. Okay, and the tail end again, the difference being when we started the A, and we go. I've already showed you how to chuck before, so you know how to chuck, but let's just go through it one more time, slower, so that we at least see the pattern. And then the next part is the solo. The next part is the solo. And the solo is really difficult, at least for me. So I'm probably going to make some mistakes, so bear with me. If you want to see it done correctly, there's a cover with me and my brother, and we played it already up, the entire song. Just go to the solo part. There's no mistakes in that. You can see it there. Okay, let's get into it. I'm going to play it first, and I'm going to come back and show you what I played. And again, bear with me, because this is really hard for me. Okay, to do that, and I'm going to tell you the notes, not so much the timing. We're going to start on the 12th fret of the 2nd string, and then we're going to go up a string to the 3rd fret, to the 11th fret of the 3rd string, and then slide down to the 9th fret of the 3rd string. So it's going to be 12 on the 2nd, 11 on the 3rd, and then 9 on the 3rd. So it's going to go 12, 11, 9, 12, 11, 9, 12, 11, 9. And all this is basically speed picking, like picking really fast through the strings, or on the string. But again, it's 12, 12, 11, 9, 12, 11, 9, 12, 11, 9, 8, and then come back to 9. So it's we're going to hit the 9 on the 4th fret as well. So it's 12 on the 3rd, 12 on the 2nd, 11 on the 3rd, 9 on the 3rd, 8 on the 3rd, and then we're going to come back to 9 on the 3rd, hit the 9 on the 4th. So it's and then after we hit the 9 on the 4th, we're going to hit the 9 on the 3rd again, 11 on the 3rd, and then 9 on the 3rd again. So it's 11. Okay, so far all together we should have. Okay, and then the next part, and again, excuse me for the mistakes and the sloppy plan. I'm just trying to get the gist here. I'm going to go into the next part, which is going to be 9, which is going to be, excuse me. So it's gonna be 7 on the second, 9 on the second, 10 on the second, 9 on the second, 7 on the second. So it's and 7 again. So it's 9. Excuse me. It's gonna be 9, 7, 10, 9, 7, 7. You know, while speed picking, and then pull from the 7 to the 12 on the second still. 12. So it's going to be 9, 7, 10, 7. Oh, excuse me. 7, 9, 10, 9, 7, 7, 12. It's going to pull to the 12. It's going to be 12, 10, 9, 9. So far it should sound like, and again, bear with me. Oh, excuse me. Again, 9, 7. 7, 9, 10, 9, 7, 7, 12. Oh. And then we come to the next part where we're going to bend up on the 10th fret till it matches the 12th fret of the second string. So we bend up on the 10th fret of the second string till it matches the note of if we had just slid and pressed the 12th fret on the second string. So and then we're going to go over to our index finger is on the 11th fret of the first string, and our ring finger or pinky is going to be on the 14th fret of the second string. But we're going to bend, now we're going to keep that shape, we're going to hold both of these, but we're going to bend the second string until it matches the first string. So far it would be, and then the same thing, we're going to come over one more fret with our index finger now being on the 12th fret of the first string, and our ring finger on the 15th fret of the second string. But we're going to bend up this 15th fret, the second string. We're going to bend up the second string until it matches the first string again. So that together should be. And then all together, again, bear with me when we play this together. It should sound like, or something like. Okay, and I know it's rough for the solo. I apologize for the sloppy playing. Again, if you want to see it done correctly with no mistakes, check the cover. My brother and I played the whole song. At least for the solo part, there's no mistakes in that solo part. Check that. And the next part will be the interlude, or I guess you just say like the break is what it is. The next part is going to be our interlude or break. I call it interlude, but just the break really, with the guitar and the guy still singing. And the chords go A sus. I'm going to play it first, and then I'm going to show you what it is, and then say the chords, and then state how you play those chords. So it goes. There's like a pause. I think it's like a measure, like maybe 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they go in. And to play that, we're going to start with our A sus chord, which is what we did in our verse. Now, it's just open 5th string, which is our A. It's open 5th string. Again, we're going to use our middle and ring finger for the 2nd fret of the 4th string and 2nd fret of the 3rd string to give us our A, and then hit the open 2nd string. That's our sus. So that's our A sus. Then we're going to slide. Remember, we want to do our A sus that way so we can slide into our B a little easier. I mean, you don't have to play that A that way if you don't want to. If you can do the B chord, B major, easier like that, that's fine. I just do it because it's easier to slide into that B major. And we know what our B major is. We play our B major in the verse also, which is what we're going to be barring across the 2nd fret. But our middle finger, our ring finger, and our pinky is going to be on the 4th fret of the 4th string, 3rd string, and 2nd string, respectively. This is our B major. And then we're going to do something weird with our E. Because we've done our E before. Our E power chord, anyway. And it's going to be the open 6th string. This time we're going to use our index and middle finger to play the 5th string of the 2nd fret and the 4th string of the 2nd fret with our index and middle finger respectively. But we're going to add our pinky on that B, which is going to be that 4th fret of the 4th string, as the 4th fret of the 3rd string, excuse me, as well with our E. And that's all we're going to strum to. We're going to strum to that 3rd string. Strum from the 6th string to the 3rd string. Because it sounds, when I heard it, when I was listening to it, that's what it sounds like to me, that extra B note is in there. So we want to play our E power chord with our pinky on that B, that 3rd string of the 4th fret. And then our next chord is going to be C sharp minor 7, which we played also in the verse. We play our C sharp minor 7 with our index finger on the 4th fret of the 5th string, barring, because we're going to bar that, and then our 4th fret, our ring finger on the 4th fret, our ring finger on the 6th fret, on the 6th fret of the 4th string, and then the bar takes care of that G, that 3rd string, but our middle finger is going to be on the 5th fret of the 2nd string, and again our bar takes care of that E. That last string. So we want to bar the 4th fret all the way across, and then what I just said, our ring finger on the 6th fret of the 4th string, and then our bar's taking care of that 3rd string, which is this hand, which is the bar, that's taking care of that 3rd string. Middle finger on the 5th fret of the 2nd string. And then again, our bar that's on the 4th fret is handling that 1st string, that E. So again, all together, that should sound like. And then you weigh the measure 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then go in. And the measure is just 4 beats for this one anyway. Just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then we start back up with our chorus. And this time on our chorus, and again the same thing we did, but the ending is going to be a little different. I'm going to play the entire chorus that comes after the interlude to show you what I mean by how it's a little different. It goes. That whole chorus right there. And really the other thing we did was we played through the chorus what we normally did with the chucks, and then when we came around that second time, instead of chucking on it, we just played straight through. We just, and that's it. And then we played that part again one more time with the chorus, but with the chucks in there again. And this time when we come around that last time, we just came to our B, and we ended, hit our E power chord, pull back to our 12th fret on the 6th string, And again, you don't have to do that part where you pull from the, I pull from the 2nd fret. I just pull to the 12th fret of the E string. You have to do that of the 6th string because that's the bass line, but I do it because it was just me and my brother playing solo. And the last thing you do is you just repeat the intro again. And you see the intro from the beginning, you just repeat that. There's literally no difference in that. You just repeat that again and end on your A, and you're done. That's the whole entire song. After that last chorus, repeat the intro, and that's the end of the song. You played Rookiez is Punk'd Complications. If there's anything that's confusing about that, and I'm sure it is, let me know. Particularly about that solo, because I'm sure there's going to be some issues with that. And it's not a big deal. I'll just make another video separate for that, speaking specifically to whatever part that you're talking about. Or if you don't want people to know about it like that, just message me and I'll send it to you directly with a video. But school has started back, so it might be a couple weeks when I get to it. But I promise I will get to it. So let me know what you guys think. If you think this is correct or if you think I made a mistake in there somewhere, let me know.